I really like how this enter key clacks. Alright, in our last video we went over the basics of setting up a Windows environment. So let's actually start using it. What we want to do today is we want to import our VPC into Terraform. What this will allow us to do is use our existing VPC and infrastructure and make it portable so we can repeat it for other environments. So I think we want to import this as dev. So let's go ahead and open our Terraform folder. Where's my console? There it is. We're in our directory. We want to go to projects and dev, and we want to make a VPC directory and a new item type. Yes, file backend.tf vpc.tf dev.tf vars variables.tf. I don't like the move vpc.tf to vpc main.tf just for simplicity. Network acl.tf, security groups .tf, and subnets. Okay, so where I got all this information from is if you go here, oops, we have our VPC, we have our subnets. I'm going to put the route table under the VPC along with the internet gateways and the DHCP options. I don't have any elastic IPs, and then network ACLs and security groups. And I'm going to look at importing each of these items. So here, first start with our backend. I know this is not right, and this is probably wrong on many levels, but you know what? It's the best way I can think of to do this. Missing a variable. Oh, workspace key. Because I didn't have workspace last time. Okay. On Windows still. Okay, so that's there. And we want our main. Here we are going to have our resources for our AWS VPC, and I'm going to call it the main VPC, and just going to give it a CIDR block, and I'm going to call that a variable for main CIDR. You know what, I should probably start tagging resources also. Got that. Oops. Fix formatting. So next I want our variables. Overwrite. Okay. There we go. Okay. Make sure you don't kill yourself with that. And so let's go to our devs file. In devs, since we have the variables set here that are empty, we want to fill them out here. So Okay, save that. Terraform format. Terraform, spelled correctly, format. Okay, so that's done. I've got my first variable here. So let's go ahead and init. What? Resources. Ah, typos. Typos, typos, typos. Resource. No S. Okay. And at this stage, let it finish this. And then I want to create a workspace and call it dev. And this is just to keep everything separate between the environments. I can do other things with it, but this will let me have multiple workspaces using the same configs. And I'm just going to use the dev tf vars for this. All right, for the first step, we want to take this VPC here and we want to import it. So we'll need the VPC ID. VPC ID. So Terraform import var file dev.tf vars, and we want then the resource AWS VPC.main VPC, and then the resource ID. Because I had that set to string and it shouldn't be a string, so. Okay, so now this is in Terraform, and if you refresh it, well, you haven't really done anything yet, so nothing's going to change. So there's no tags, there's no, the CIDR is the default one, and the CIDR there should match your default CIDR. And I haven't set a CIDR, so let's set the CIDR. Now we just want to put it in. Here was the main CIDR. And the number it should have should match this if you're importing. If you're creating from new, then it doesn't really matter. But I do recommend, or if you can, to have a /16. All right, so we got that there. So we want to do a Terraform plan with our var file. And nothing, or it should only add tags. So the only changes we should see here are the adding of tags. And that's it. That's the only thing we see here. One change, and our addition is here, and it's a change under tags. If we run this as it is with the Terraform apply for the var with the var file, it will go ahead and add these tags to our tags here. So go ahead and do that, showing it makes no changes. All right, so there it is. One changed, and it should be tags. So nothing, but if we refresh, tags, we can see our tags. Now that this one's been imported to Terraform, I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the stuff, like the internet gateway and everything, everything else that's listed under VPC dashboard, which will be the 4 subnets, the route table, the internet gateway, DHCP option set, security group, and ACL. Yes, I know I'm adding the default security group, and I know I'm adding the default ACL, but I'm going to do it anyway. So enjoy some music while I do that. Now that I'm back and I have all this code in here that makes it look like I did something without any typos, we get the long, tedious part of importing all these AWS resource IDs. So again, I'm gonna fast forward and hope my camera doesn't overheat again while I do the import on those. Please enjoy some more music. So now, if I do a Terraform plan with the var file of dev, I should get about 9 or 10 changes to add tags to everything. But let me preface this. I'm expecting that I made some mistakes because mistakes are, yeah. And mistakes will show up as things needing to be deleted and then changed. There's 1, there's 2. Okay, what says the add one thing and destroy one thing? Or, yeah. There we go. 9 to change, and if we go through, it's going to be adding tags to all the resources. Let's go ahead and apply these changes. Now, if we go here, here's a good one. There was no tags on the security group. Go ahead and refresh. And we have our tags. So that was just importing your VPC into Terraform. Once you get everything into Terraform, you can start referencing the VPCs later down the line when you start getting into Lambdas or EC2 instances and deploying those, and you need special security groups and you need to know which subnet they attach to. I'd like to thank you for suffering through all that fast forwarding and how to import and such. I might change up the order a little bit in the edit. That's the beauty of a non-linear editor. But thank you for watching and have a great